Quiet, stop walking. Be quiet, don't move. Be quiet, stop talking. Be quiet, don't move. Quiet, stop walking. Somebody's talking. Be quiet, stop walking. Somebody's talking. Quiet, stop walking. Somebody's talking. Be quiet, stop walking. Somebody's talking. Quiet, stop walking. Somebody's talking. Be quiet.
Hello. Welcome back. Can you hear me well?
I can hear you.
I hear you.
Welcome back to Behind the Investigation. Hold on, I need to get this up here. Deb. Victor, what's up? Florida, hello. How are you? Cassie. So, welcome back to Behind the Investigation. We got a nice show for you this evening. Gentlemen, how was your week?
Good week here. How about you guys?
I had an entire week off.
Hey, the entire week off. That's a great week.
Well, I went to Boston last weekend, and then I came back on Monday. Today was my Friday off. Owen wanted me to do a field trip with him yesterday, so why work for 2 days? I'll just knock 2 days out.
Ed, Cass, hey DP, what's up, man? Thanks for coming into the live. Cass would like to work with us. Cassie from Weeping Willow. She's from Canada, up there by Buffalo.
I ain't got a passport.
No, she wants to come down and do the Benson Hammond with us. Not just by herself, but with us. Brent.
Awesome.
Would you like to make that trip?
Heck yeah. Benson Hammond's awesome. I love Benson Hammond.
ADP, how are you? She was talking about sometime in September. Court, what's up? How are you?
What up,
everybody doing? So we'll look into that for you, Cass. I don't see a problem with it. We just got to get it approved.
Shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah,
Shouldn't be an issue, but the first 2 weeks in September, I'm out. So it's my daughter's birthday the first weekend, and I'm the second weekend.
Yeah. So with the news that was breaking this week with Pasadena Paranormal, what was that again?
With
September?
The first
the first 2 weeks. He's out.
First 2 weeks is a no-go. Okay.
Yeah.
Just send that over to me because I can't say what it is yet, but we got all kinds of wins this week.
Mm-hmm.
We got reacquainted with a old
Good one, guys.
reacquainted with an old client.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys feel about that one? I know Brent's happy.
I'm very positive about that one. Yeah,
Oh,
when everything went down, that's why I said leave that window open for communication because I had a feeling eventually it was coming back. And obviously, I want to get back after that investigation we did. I want to get back in there.
Oh yeah, after covering what we did.
Yeah.
I know exactly when Deb's birthday is in September. It's the 27th because we were at the 2 Mile House last year. And me and Brent sang happy birthday to her on the live.
I am the 11th, 911.
Look at that. Patriot. What do you mean? No, Deb, it was the 27th. No, 17th. The 17th. Yes, the 17th. I knew it had a 7 in it.
Yeah. I mean, I want to get back to that location too, but it's like I was telling Jared earlier. I said, hey, look, they're not up in the front like they were before because we got Old Ellicott City, we got Carlisle, we got home with the Benson Hammond.
You know what I told him? You know what I told him, Ed? I said, if they'll decorate it for Christmas, that'll got me. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I said, hey, it's going to be one of them all off-season ones, so.
Yep. They definitely got in touch and they said they want to build the paranormal program. So that's a good thing for us.
They corrected or tore down the barriers, let's say that, within there.
fixing the
hierarchy and are rebuilt. So we're good.
We have a big one coming next week that I am extremely happy for.
I'm pretty excited about it too. I'll be going. I'll be coming.
Yep. It may only be just me, Ed, and Brent on this one. We can't go live from this place. But we will be putting a video together from this place.
We got another sort of win there too this week that we call it. We now have the Benson Hammond house all for us running it. I mean, unfortunately, Desiree had to step away for a little bit. She has some other things going on. So with the dissolution or dissolving of her team, I've moved all of the Benson Hammond house from the old team, since that's no longer there, to all under Pasadena Paranormal now.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I've been doing work and work at home and work everywhere.
I hear you.
For somebody who had a week off work, I made sure I had a week off work.
No, good for you.
There was stuff here I should have done, and I'm just like, no.
Like I'm doing paranormal stuff at work. I'm doing paranormal stuff here. It's crazy. So for anybody local to Pasadena, Maryland, Pasadena, we're a nice little drinking town that likes to fish just south of Baltimore, huh? But anybody local to the area, April 8th, me and Ed will be at the Benson Hammond house, and we'll be helping them put on an Easter egg hunt.
Yeah. Good for you guys.
Pasadena Paranormal sponsored Easter egg hunt for the kiddies. Been putting the event on our Facebook page. So if you got the kids, bring them over. Let them
find some eggs, and
they might find something else.
strap a digital recorder to them and let them go.
Maybe they'll help us find the damn compass.
Yeah, find a compass. Yeah, that's even better.
And then also, if you're local to the area, April 29th at the Rising Sun Inn in that's Crownsville, right, Ed?
Yeah.
In Crownsville, Maryland. I think there's only like 3 or 4 tickets left, I think. But $25 for an hour and a half public ghost tour. The Rising Sun Inn, with all proceeds going to our friends at the Rising Sun Inn. Again, that link is on the Facebook page as well. And nobody has realized, hasn't seen us premiering on Wednesday at 9:15 anymore. We changed our premiere time to 4 p.m. on Wednesdays. It's just easier for me. Hey, Marilyn, how are you? Are you going to this Rising Sun Inn? Maryland's local.
She keeps missing out on all of them.
She used to go to all. But me and Ed were at the Rising Sun Inn last week.
Yeah.
Too
far.
It's Crownsville.
It's like 10 minutes more than Benson Hammond house.
Where's she at?
She's in Middle River, Essex area.
Middle River? That's not that far away.
695 to 97. General's Highway. Bam.
Yeah.
It's not, so here's the thing: it's not like deep Crownsville. It's right on the edge of Crownsville.
Yeah, exactly.
Right on General's Highway.
Yep.
Which is a historic tie to the place.
Riley, yes, it does. It does have 2 time slots.
Yep. I think it's 7 to 8:30 and 8:45 to 10:30.
I think Riley's going to try by 2 time slots. She seems like the kind of person that would do that.
I want it all.
So go ahead, get those tickets sold out. All the proceeds go to Friends of the Rising Sun. But me and Ed were there, and it's funny. The last time that me and Brent investigated it, me and Brent were the only ones there.
Yep.
And we got some interesting responses coming out of the Ghost Box that me and Brent got when me and Ed were there. Almost the same thing. And I called it. I was like, I heard that nervous before. That happened before. What's up, Joshua? How are you? So I want to touch base on something. You know, a lot of folks out there, they're like, I don't want to go back to this location. I've been here so many times. What do you guys think about that?
I think it's important to go back. I personally think it's important to go back numerous times. Otherwise, I tell you what, if you're trying to find, I guess, evidence of something and not really trying to establish any type of real communication or understanding, or if you're just in for a spooky investigation, then that makes sense not to go back. But if you're in it to actually establish communication, real-time communication, and figure out who you're talking to and what you can do for them, maybe, if they need help with something or, whatever it is, it's important to go back numerous times.
Definitely.
Continue.
So
my explanations will be a little long here with this. There's between ghost hunting and investigating. Ghost hunting, people who are just doing this casually or whatever, you hit a location one time, that's it. Investigating, you're going back, you're trying to find answers and build on your previous investigations. It's like a research project, right? At the same time, as investigators, there are some locations that we can only get into one time, and that's because of demand. There's places where I've been and they hit TV after we've been there, and getting back in there is ridiculous. The price goes up on it because now it's a highly sought after thing. I get it. They're trying to raise funds for the location and everything. It just becomes too much to get back in there. But if you're able to get back in location regularly, I think it's important that you get back in there.
Yeah. And you drove kind of an interesting statement there with, ghost hunting and investigating. I don't know how everybody wants to classify themselves, right? I just look at us as, I don't even know if I'd call us investigators anymore. Like, we're not, I don't know really if we're investigating. We're going in and we're trying to establish communication. We're more experimenting with equipment, than a lot. We're trying to get real-time communication established. Learn who was there, create a relationship, and talk to them and find out what's going on.
It's moved well past the point of trying to get evidence.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're not.
We've done that.
Yeah.
I want to build on the evidence that we got.
Right. Exactly. So it's like, you get evidence to build a case, right? Evidence is stacked up and for a theory, and it either proves it out or it doesn't. We've already established the evidence. We don't need evidence anymore. We know what we're who or what we're dealing with in these locations. So going back, the only reason to go back is because you've had a relationship now.
Yep.
And they've asked you questions.
You know what I've been doing?
Do something, and you need to establish that.
I've been breaking some of our older evidence down into shorts and putting them on YouTube.
I've seen it. Yeah.
You see the one I did? Yeah. The say your mind, Jared, please.
No, did you put that one back up? Yeah.
Oh, you should see that edit. I was very proud.
I love it. Oh, dude, I remember that one. I'll never forget that.
I've seen it before.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I love that one.
So one of the major things about going back to a location is we keep files, we keep notes from each investigation. And right away I was like, that happened before. I know that happened before. So I'm going to share this with y'all. Actually, Ed, while I'm trying to find this, do you want to elaborate on what happened in the tavern with your ghost meter at the beginning?
You're not talking about upstairs. You're talking about
the tavern room, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was that thing never really goes off. I mean, 7 years, I've only seen it go off one time, really.
You should have seen.
And while we were down there, we had in a corner, Brent. You know, like when you walk in, all the way in the back to the left.
Okay.
And you know, I'm just sitting there in the chair or whatever, and all of a sudden, it just starts to go beep, 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 and I'm like, that never happens. That's a first.
We got it, Brent, where we both heard the 3 from the little girl.
Really?
Remember, we both heard it with our ears, and we pointed over to that corner. So that's
you and me, or you and Ed?
When it was me and you.
I remember when you and I had it. You said,
remember, I was up against the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we both heard that 3.
Absolutely.
And we both pointed to that direction.
Oh, it was in that corner.
We put that on.
I see what you're saying now. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Jared and I also heard of EVP with, you know, our Barry. He's sitting there and he's setting stuff up. We're both sitting in them 2 chairs.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
In between him and I, we heard a voice. And we're like, you heard that, right?
That's awesome.
Like immediately we looked at each other at the same time, like, you heard that.
What about
for us? Yep.
What about the old guy that we heard upstairs, Ed? That everybody heard. Yeah.
The
Oh,
yeah.
We are family.
At MedStar Health, we believe that healthcare should be as easy and convenient as ever.
Cassie does a great job at everything, Joshua.
Yes, and Cassie goes back to Cottonwood all the time, and that's what I like. I like seeing folks go back and building that bridge. Hello, David Hale.
David Hale, cheers to you.
Thank you for coming in, brother. But me and Ed were setting up, and we heard an older gentleman. We weren't the only ones. The entire place heard it. Both of our contacts, and even the contact's son. We're like, that was a voice from upstairs.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, because I thought it was the contact's son at first. I'm like, wait, that was, because I was looking down my kids. I'm like, that wasn't you? And he's like, no, that wasn't me. It was a voice I'd never heard before.
Yeah.
And he hadn't said nothing to that point. Yeah. And then when he spoke, I'm like, okay, that wasn't your voice.
So, I mean, we might be selling the public tour a little bit, but all this stuff happened. So,
yeah.
So all this stuff actually happened. We don't make shit up. All right. So,
down in the cabin, yes.
Is there something you want to say to me? Nervous? I'm not nervous.
Hold on. That's the second time that we've gotten nervous on this floor on this floor.
Yep.
It said it when me and Brent were up there. Nervous.
Who's nervous?
I think Randolph might be nervous. Wasn't he a little slow?
He wasn't slow as in the conventional special procedure, some such variety, but he spoke with a mumble. Yeah, a mumble type of
Oh.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's the ghost meter going off.
Get a little angry.
This thing never goes off.
Randolph, I'm sorry.
Randolph, it's fine. I got a speech to put it myself.
Ed handled himself great on this live.
So this ghost meter, folks, I've had for 7 years. Only once has it done this, and that was at the Ice House in Hammond Grace with the other team. This is the second time tonight it's done it.
I apologize. I did not mean to upset anybody. I was just trying to describe.
Well, look, she's talking. He's like,
Can you make that beep faster? Oh.
What was that it said? I don't know. There was something there.
Done.
Done.
I guess it's done.
Can you make that beep again? Make it beep fast? Okay, can you stop?
You know it's cool what I'm laughing
Stop
at.
Back away.
Thank you.
That's pretty much on the name.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and I mean, Ed even goes up and shows later. You ain't got to show up, but he even goes up and shows how close he has to get with the phone he's filming this live on for that thing to go off.
So,
so it's not the phone. It's pretty awesome.
And like I said, it's 7 years. That thing, only one other time have I seen it go active like that, and that's at the ice house. And we had 2 of them going, and we pulled out a third one, and we were able to make all 3 of them go. And the fact that all 3 of them were going off like that, we're like, okay, are we running interference here? Like we were trying to debunk it, we couldn't.
Yeah.
But I've pulled that thing out everywhere. I pulled it at a Gresham to say, hey, we are getting readings here, but we're trying to keep acting different than that was in the same spot.
Right.
Hello, Tim. Thanks for coming in. So yeah, that was pretty cool. There's also another little section in here that I liked. Again, I think Ed handled himself well here. Everybody hears some shuffling in the back here. And Ed, I was putting together the second floor.
So my freesex.com stylist picked out a few low-key going out looks. It took like 5 minutes.
Yep.
His wife married a
That's hilarious.
And I was putting together the second floor, like the last bit of the investigation that we went up and did the last 17, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
There's some good stuff coming through out of that ghost box.
Mm.
There's some really good things coming out of that ghost box. So I'll have that done probably this weekend and send over to you guys. But let me see. Ed, here's something behind him, I think. Look at that beautiful ghost. Look at that. What is this doing in here?
Thank you. Now, could you go over and touch a flashlight?
Welcome in that echo on that.
Huh?
Welcome in the echo on that.
Ed was actually calling out responses.
You can go over
Yeah,
and
these
touch
were
a
on point.
flashlight now or one of the ghost balls. That would be great.
We didn't get ghost ball till later on in the evening.
You're fine.
Full place.
You didn't get what?
The door.
Oh,
Can
Coach
you
Ball.
come back in and collect our items and then shut the door?
We're going to come back and then we'll close the door if you like.
Very cool.
Can't find it.
I'm George.
Hello, George.
We went old school at the beginning.
Yeah, you just did the quick reviews, right?
Abigail, was that you that said thank you the first time we were here? When we said we were going to do good for the house? I got to thank you. Was that you?
Nothing, folks.
Can you tell us how many people you see in this room?
There's one here.
I just heard something over there.
In the other half?
Huh?
In the other half, yeah.
What'd you hear? Shuffling, feet shuffling? What'd you hear?
I heard the voice.
In this room, Abigail. Can you tell us how many people you see in this room, Abigail?
There are 3.
I heard that.
How many people you see in this room, Abigail?
There are 3.
I can't hear it on this.
At least I know I'm not tripping out when I think out there.
I had to trust it now. I can't hear it through the playing. This
Yeah.
is posted. This is the live's up though, right?
Yeah, the live stuff. I'm going to edit the live out too. I'm going to edit it out. And
Yeah, it was kind of faint on there, but you could
Yeah,
hear it was up to you.
Yeah, it's harder to hear, especially when it's replaying through this feed.
Yeah.
yeah, so it's definitely. I'm going to edit that out and put it up with all the edits on there. What's up, Debbie? How are you? Thanks for coming in. Love the outfit. Is that Ed? He loves Ed. Marilyn loves your outfit, I think. Go
I
Ed.
think she's referring to the ad. That one ad was about outfits.
Oh, it's a great ad. Great ad. I don't know why it's in the middle of the video. I try to not let that happen. But, so later on in the evening, well, actually earlier in the evening, RSI, we had some activity with the meter.
Yeah,
We got
getting moved. Yeah. You mentioned it on the live, actually.
We got movement, and me and Ed both know that that thing didn't move on its own.
Yeah. So essentially, what you told me was where you had it positioned. It was very securely situated. It wasn't like, I mean, gravity's always pulling on it, but gravity was not going to win a battle with how you had it sitting, right?
It was sitting there for quite a while with the way it was, and you know how Jared is. Jared doesn't sit still.
Constantly walking around. Yeah,
and
I actually asked him about that.
Yeah, and he actually put it back up the way that it was, and stomped around. You know, like if we were trying to get the ghost ball to go off.
Yeah,
and it wouldn't move at that point. So something an opposite force had to go up to it and basically push it over.
Okay,
and it went over.
The interesting thing is that was in the tavern, right?
Yes,
which is where the ghost ball got moved when you and I were there, Jared.
Yes.
In the tavern.
So again, folks, go back to these locations. Things tend to repeat themselves.
And I mean, I guess that kind of can sound boring, but if you're working to establish communication and a relationship, building that bridge of trust, then it is important. You know, having a pattern isn't a bad thing. It helps communicate, especially when you can't just talk to somebody. So think about that.
Yep. So build that bridge of communication, and it does. You can't do that with one time. Got to go back. Got to go back. Got to go back. So, yeah, the Rising Sun. Me and Ed had a good investigation, and then I don't even think Brent's seen this yet.
Oh, whoa.
Did you watch the Rose Farm yet?
I think I did.
I don't think.
Yeah, I did.
Building your online business?
The one with you with Jackie?
Wix.com and set up your store.
Right off the get here. Right off the get.
All right.
Listen to this, boys. Now, I know Ed didn't see it yet.
No.
Man, I love Rose Farm. This was beautiful.
Watch this.
Beautiful spot. All right. Watch this.
Just pay attention.
I did see this one. I did hear that too.
As soon as the video comes on, like as soon as I turn my camera on.
I even hear through the playback.
I'm trying to get some response.
Like clear as day.
Yeah.
Like they're happy. That's one thing.
I'm trying to get some responses with the Ghostbusters.
What's crazy is it actually reminds me of the tone of the say your mind, Jared. You know?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like as soon as I turn on the camera, Jared, let's talk. I was like, I was doing a review. I was like, holy shit, they were ready to go right off the get.
I mean, again, and this is another one where, again, going back to a location numerous times, you've been to this location. You've had some serious conversations with soldiers in this location. So, I mean, there's a recognition here. This is at least in Gettysburg Summer. I don't know if it was actually Rose Farm. I think it was Rose Farm. Though. Is that when they saw your goosebumps?
Yeah, that's the ones where they've seen the goosebumps.
I hone in on that because I'm like, no, it's one thing to say, hey, can you see me? You know, we want to know, hey, can you see us? We can't see you, but can you see us? I want to know that. And to what detail? And it always gets me because I'm like, a goosebump is a texture. You know, that's not a color or something. Oh yeah, I see your aura. No, it's all goosebump. It's a tiny texture on your skin. That's something. That's saying something.
Yeah, they have to see that, man. So like right off the get, you know. And then did you see Accept Your Outcome?
I don't remember that.
Can you come through the box?
Show me.
Show me. I heard that.
Where's the guy to get shot in the eye?
It was clear as day.
Who was your general?
That was cool.
Dude, that's so clear.
I was by myself. Yule was a general.
Is this the ghost box?
This is
This is the Echo
box. B-Bank.
That's amazing.
Joel was over there. Direct hit. Oh wow. Direct hit. Were you killed by a muscle fire, right, sir?
Whoa. That was cool.
Damn.
Oh, here it is. This is where he got shot in the eye. Listen to this.
Musket or cannon fire? Literally. I heard that too. Literally. You were hit in the eye, literally, right? But that must have been by muscle fire, right, sir?
Naja.
Damn. I just heard guy. Oh, wow.
See that, bro?
No. That's clear.
Damn. I just heard guy.
My eye.
I mean, I don't want to laugh because the gentleman just got shot in his freaking eye, but it's like, God damn it, my eye. Like, of all places, you could have hit me everywhere else.
Seriously.
Hit me in the damn eye. Faja, what's up?
Bet he didn't see that coming.
So you had to go there, Ed. It's still too soon, Ed. It's still too soon.
Yeah. This guy's been sitting there fumigating for.
Ed, how many times do you think he hears that joke in the afterlife? Huh?
Well, how many people come out there with a spirit box or something?
All right. Now he's able to sit there and tell me that he's pissed off about his eye. Thanks, Steve. What's up?
Oh, Steve, man, thank you.
I appreciate
Three
it.
Souls. They were in Gettysburg last week.
Yep.
And that's pretty cool right there.
It was very cool. A lot of
Got
clear
it,
responses, man. I tell you what, that Echo box,
Angry
they
about that. If you're
they
angry at
come
that,
through with a lot of wild
can you tell
stuff.
me if you're from the South?
Hey, you're
There
right.
was.
Cemetery.
Scepter up.
Oof.
Came from cemetery.
What do you think?
What made you go to B Bank though? What made you use B Bank? You haven't used
I
that in a
love
long.
B-Bank on the battlefields. I don't know.
Always?
Yep.
Hmm.
I don't know what it is. I love B-Bank on the battlefield.
Steve.
I think Steve. I think B-Bank produces the most responses on a battlefield. It makes it easier.
I will admit, listening to this right there, I definitely hear the stuff coming through. I hate B-Bank for the most part. You know me, I'm like, man.
I love it.
It's doing its job. It sounds good. It sounds clear. You know, usually it does not to me at all.
Yeah.
That reverb that it adds or whatever it is, it just, I don't know.
It's just, it's got more distortion to
The
it.
distortion, yeah. The distortion typically does not help my ears, but I hear exactly what's coming through there, so it is cool.
I'd like to take all of us up there one day. I know it's not going to be able to view, but
I know. I actually want to as well, though.
I'd like for me and Ed to go up there, and
With the weather changing, I'm willing to get outside more. So
I'd love to get out there and we could do a session. I mean, you can go to Rose Farm during the day and literally be there for hours and not see somebody. Some
I
days
love
you
that.
see people, but it's so just off in the cut that you won't see anybody. We could be there for hours.
Early times, 100 proof, Steve. Early times, 100 proof.
I got me some yellow jackets. I call these yellow jackets, the Coors Banquet, the little huggy bottles. I like them.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check that one out.
It's good. Very cool.
Check that one out. You know what? Hold on a second here, folks. I'm gonna stop sharing. I'm gonna share with you the short that was some of the shorts that we made this week too.
All right.
Let me stop sharing this. Give me 1 second. We'll get out of here.
I was just reading Florida's thing.
What happened with Florida?
No, with Josh.
Oh yeah, he's he has not been feeling well.
Yeah.
Poor feller. I hope he gets better. Josh, we hope you get better, brother.
I'm praying for you, buddy.
All right, so I've been going crazy with the shorts because they're so easy. they're so
Look at that face right there.
You know, I mean, they're so easy, and it keeps, you know, while we're Wednesday to Wednesday, it keeps action going on the channel.
Yeah.
So this EVP right here, Brent called me at 3:00 in the morning from New Mexico after he found this at the Benson Hammond house.
Is the question too that? What is your question? I'm just scared. Do you want me? Is the question too that? What is your question? I'm just scared.
Pause this real quick. This was always gets me. Like, I remember listening to this, and you know, it's just essentially there's a conversation going on. You know, us and oh my gosh, what was her name?
Hillary?
No,
Andy?
Andrea. Man, I can't believe. Sorry, Andrea, if you ever watched this, can't believe I forgot your name. We're just talking to Andrea, and the recorder's just sitting on the table. So it was mostly me just listening through a mundane conversation, like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? And that came through, and I was like, wait, what? What did that just say? And that blows me away. Like, you can hear it through the conversation. The say your mind, Jared, is actually the first part I heard, and I had to go back, and I heard the ask them about giving you the power, and that flipped me out. I remember hitting you. I called you because of that. I was like, dude, what are we dealing with here? This was early. This was early investigation at Benson Hammond. We hadn't established anything yet. You know.
I remember answering the phone like, what? And then I had the key. Then, and I was like,
yeah.
I looked over. I was like, I got to go to freaking work tomorrow.
Yep.
I'm going to spend a night there tomorrow.
And it was like, ask them about giving. I still want to know what that really was. Ask them about giving.
Ed, listen close. Have you heard this voice before? Listen to this male voice. Because it doesn't stick out to me.
Is the question too that? What is your question? I'm just scared. Do you want me? Is the question too that?
This voice doesn't sound.
What is your question? I'm just scared. Do you want me?
Odd voice. Like the voice I can pick out the most is Say Your Mind, Jared. The other one's kind of hard to get, but it doesn't. It sounds almost adolescent. It doesn't sound like a full grown man, but
I think it sounds like I think it sounds womany, like feminine.
It sounds kind of adolescent or female.
And you know, we don't have this one to share with you guys. I really, really wish we did. But to me, Jared, the voice that matches most was right around the same time, which was, did you see him?
That woman that said, say your mind, Jared, please, is the same woman that said, Did you see him?
Did you see him?
That's
And
the same woman.
I wish we had that clip, that audio clip to share with you guys, because it's hair raising how clear it is. We were the only ones in there at that time.
It was our first investigation of the
Yeah.
house. And I went downstairs to change batteries, and something ran past me, and it made my shirt move, like something literally like with the force to make my shirt jump. And I was like, whoa.
Yep.
Right. And as soon as I went like, whoa, there's an EVP that's captured that said, did you see him?
There's a definite woman's voice. It was a little more than a whisper. It was definitely more clear than a whisper, but it was, did you see him? Oh, and we actually captured that EVP on 2 different devices, upstairs and downstairs. The upstairs one was really low, though. But yeah.
All right, Cass. Joe, I hope you're feeling better, brother. Joe's got a bad back tonight.
Oh, brother, I feel you, man. I just got in building, I don't even know, 10 or 12 raised beds. I know all about hurt backs. I've moved about 4 tons of earth.
This one right here is Desiree, Jackie, and Tiffany. This was a cool little clip right here. This is Ed's Boo Buddy Bear.
Yeah, that's Desiree's bear. I'm not allowed to have it in the house.
I'll keep it.
Hand. It just said hand, and then it went off.
Yep, there it goes again. That's very plain and.
That thing is flashing like crazy.
Yeah.
Hand. It just said hand, and then it went off.
Yep, there it goes again. That's very plain and.
I just heard bear through the echo there.
Flashing like crazy.
Is that just heard bear? Listen.
Hand. It just said hand, and then it went off.
Yep, there it goes again.
There.
That's very.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me any. That freaking place.
Yeah.
The interactions that we got at that place, man. That was some interaction.
Yeah. That's cool.
That was a cool investigation, that place, and I can't wait to meet the new people.
Yeah, I'm curious if they made the travel or not. So I'm curious, going to the new place, if they made the travel or not with her.
I talked to Tiffany the other day, Ed.
Yeah,
and she's interested in what we were talking about. We were talking about if Tiffany would like to fill in from time to time, and she's very excited about that. What do you think of that, Brent?
Yeah, I think I said, you and I talked about it. I said,
think it'd be a good
relationship seemed good. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, she's happy, and I told her we'll get her in one of them.
And not in a creepy way. I know that's how it's going to sound, but children's spirits seem to like her. She does good with children's spirits. You know what I'm saying? Like that. She's like a mama figure, and they flock to her. So that's always nice.
And her and Jackie worked well together.
Yeah,
her and
exactly.
Ed worked well together. As you see in that clip right there, the whole video of those 3 working together right there is great. Jackie,
she's got a good ear,
and Tiffany, they did a hell of a job.
Yeah.
So, with Brent being down in South Carolina and me and Ed doing what we do, sometimes we got to fill in. We got to fill in from time to time.
Yep. I'm glad we have people that we can rely on that are.
Did you hear that, Joe?
Yeah.
Joe said he wanted to
traveling
from time to time.
There you go. I love that Joe came up. I was actually upset that I wasn't there, though. Like, dang it, Joe came up and I wasn't there. I was a little sad. I won't lie.
Where do you see the video? Where do you see the video?
I'm excited.
Up in August. Deb wants to come up in August. Joe wants to come back up in August.
Good.
Me and Ed will be in Crescent August 4th.
Yeah.
But later on in the month of August, if we all want to meet up in Carlisle, we can do that.
Right
You
on.
good with that, Ed?
Yeah, I mean, there's enough time in August. We do it like the last week or so.
Oh,
Yeah.
I figured August. Never mind.
Hmm.
Now, August is when I have birthdays and anniversaries. I know. Just
When
don't
do we-
worry about it. Keep on going. Move along. We'll work it out. We'll figure it out.
We have there's plenty of months left.
Exactly.
There's
We'll figure it out.
So, yeah, I mean, we want to
Cass will
work
be there. That'd be cool.
Want to
Get everybody together.
This place. I can't say anything. I don't want to tell the name, but it is a local government service that has reached out.
Yeah.
To provide them with answers on who, not what, but who is haunting their place, and is it if it is one of their fallen brothers.
That's
Dude,
so cool.
when this chief told me this, like I talked to this guy for an hour and a half on the phone, and when he was like, "I want you guys to be here, and I want you guys to do this," I was getting goosebumps. Like I was like, "Holy crap! This guy needs answers."
Yeah.
I want to be the one to provide you answers. I wanted to run through a freaking wall after this fucking conversation. I was like, "Can we do it right now?" I'll leave right now.
That's awesome, bro. I love it. I'm excited.
Oh man. Yep. I can't wait. I gotta send you. Did I send you guys emails?
You send us emails all the time.
No, did I send you email about that specific
No
thing?
Yeah, maybe not.
There's 3 of them.
Oh no, I got the collaboration one. That's one I got.
The collaboration.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. All right. Well, after BTI, I'll send it to you because there's 3 of them that 3 gentlemen that have died in the line of duty.
Okay.
And that's what they're interested in.
Yep.
Calvin went upstairs.
This thing's been around since 1803.
Yep.
There's
history, bro. History.
There's a lot of opportunity for other things.
Oh yeah.
For other theaters.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we can ask whoever's at this place if they know who Ted is.
There you go. Someone's got to know Ted.
Hey, David.
Have you met Ted?
David, what is up, brother? It
There he
is
is.
3:00 in the morning.
No. Good morning.
What are you doing up? 3:00 in the morning. I'm toast.
Yeah.
So yeah. How do we want to handle that? Are we all going to get a room together?
That was a creepy look.
We all
Not
get
after
a
that
room
look.
together. When we get done, it gets.
Is Jackie not going?
I'm not sure. She might
Yeah.
not be going. She may be going. It depends. It depends on how her.
Well, I don't think the rooms are that expensive. You said the place we're trying to get is relatively close to the actual location, too, right?
I think we're going to go with the first place that we went when we did the first one at the hole.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
As long as it's not under construction?
No, not that one. That was the 2 Mile House.
Oh, okay.
First one. Remember the first one?
Oh, yeah. That was good. I dig that place.
The first one and the one that Brent got when we did 2 Mile House, those 2 are open for about the same price. So
All right.
Oh,
both of those are pretty decent.
the one that Brent got looked like it had a hell of a fucking breakfast place.
It was not that good. I won't lie. Kind of wish I didn't eat it and then got on there. I wish I'd have ate it and waited before I got on the road. Y'all know what I mean.
I got you. You had to make a pit stop there.
Exactly.
What about the place, the Best Western? That was nice, though, right?
That was. Was there a breakfast? Oh, we had breakfast there. I like that one better, actually.
Well, hopefully Jackie's able to, so you can hang out with Michaela because
my best buddy.
She's like, when am I going to see Brian again?
That's my best buddy.
Even though she'll
deny it, I know.
Y'all can put in your links whenever you want. Randy, what's up, brother? I hope everything's good, bro. Hope everything's good, Randy. Thanks for stopping in. So, yeah. Let's see.
Amber, what up, sis?
Oh, Brent, I made this one today, too. Or not, I made this one this week. Remember this feller?
Oh, yeah.
Why do you feel this way?
All right, so I heard.
Is this how you feel? Why do you feel this way?
Dude, I missed that spot. That was, guys, no one will ever be able to investigate that. We're the only ones ever. It's gone. Chained to the wall. Chained to the wall. Let me go. Yeah, dude, I remember so vividly
that night.
And the rage that came on me. I remember looking at you like, I'm ready to fight, bro. And you were like, me too. And I was like, and Cody was there, my son, and he was sitting on the ground over to the left from where this camera view is. And he's like, I just feel depressed. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm like, I'm freaking lit, ready to go. And Jared said that what he said there. Are you one making us feel this way? What's going on?
Me and Brent were angry, like real angry that night. Like I was to something was. I had this fucking, and
it was at the same time. Like I looked at you and you're like, me too. Like it just hit us both at the same time. Like
I was so mad at nothing. Like nothing. I was just mad at everything. You know what I mean? Like, and so I just say, Gabor, is this you? Is this how you feel?
Yeah.
This what the one that's making us feel this way?
Chained to the wall. Let me go. Dude, what?
Is this how you feel? Why do you feel this way?
I don't know what happened to that spirit or person in life and death, but what's going on right now, that sucks. Looking back, thinking about it now, someone's chained to the wall in there. Just sitting there chained to the wall. No wonder the fury and anger is just erupting. Yeah, dude.
David said he loved your shirt.
No, I flexed it. Thank you.
Yeah, Gabor. So there's two ghosts that I know when I die, I'm going to find.
And it's it could be Gabor wasn't bad. Maybe Gabor was chained to the wall and he just was pissed.
Brent, you know.
Oh, I know. He deliberately came. I know. I know better.
Two of them right now. When I die, I'm going to find Gabor first and Ted second. Because there's more from Ted coming up, I promise.
Yeah.
Because I'm almost done the Oddfellows investigation that Joe came up. Me, Ed, Jackie, Joe, and Carrie were there. I'm almost done that one.
Did Joe and Carrie get experience, Ted?
There's some interactions about Joe being a Southern boy.
No, seriously?
And Ed pointed it out too. Remember that?
Really?
Yeah.
Ed was like,
it just said.
No, Ed. Go ahead, Ed.
Well, I mean, we're trying to figure out because the interaction wasn't as much as it was when we were there, and I was like, you know what? We're in the north, and Joe has a southern accent. Him and what's his
Carrie?
Yeah. And I'm like, no offense to you guys, but I wonder if y'all are throwing them off a little bit. You know, and they're like that, and they were actually, you know what, that could be the truth. So I mean, we brought in a different dynamic to the group. So I have two theories on why we had limited interaction that night.
All right.
Either we had
we tried
South who were obviously, you know, from the South, okay, or when you and I were in the kitchen and I'm like, all right, whoever's coming up on Brent needs to, you know, back the F off here, you know, and I kind of established something and like, oh, no, we're not talking to Ed tonight. And I mean, I was getting that pretty hard. Like, somebody did not want to talk to me.
Yeah, didn't you say you actually got it as well? With someone was coming up on you, like screaming and trying to get up on you?
Right in my face because I'm just sitting there like this, like, all right, what's going on? Like trying to zone in. And I just felt like, well, I have my head down, my standing like right here trying to intimidate me, like a drill sergeant would be standing over top of you. I'm just like, I'm not playing your game tonight. And I actually like walked when Jarrett went down, they were getting stuff on the steps. And I walked out and I went through the middle room. I'm like, I'm gonna go to the kitchen door. I'm going in the kitchen. And I stepped at the door like, look, you know what? I'm not coming in here right now. I'm gonna give you your respect. I'm gonna let you do what you need to do here, but I'm coming in here tonight. And when I went to the steps, they stopped getting activity. So it's like wherever I went, activity stopped minus that first session when all of us were in the main meeting hall and the Bible box was going off right before the flashlight would go off. And then the flashlight would go off and the Bible box would stop beeping.
There was a lot of cool stuff. You see that? You see that, David?
There you go.
That's what we do. We don't fuck around with demons or skinwalkers.
Dropping it. Just
guess what?
Serious.
We're on our channel now. We're not on anybody else.
Goodness.
We want them. We don't matter if they're demons or skinwalkers.
Demons or skinwalkers.
We do real paranormal investigations. We're not ghost hunters. We're investigators.
You know what? I can't not go. I just want to say this since you said something. I can't not Ghost Hunters the show because they were the first ones that showed me about debunking things.
Yeah.
I gotta give them credit for that. But there are some of them out there, and I don't want baggins on them or anything, but they have demons everywhere. And I'm like, where the hell are all these demons at? Like, I'm glad I'm not
apparently they're good in churches now. Demons hang out in churches now.
Yeah.
That's skinwalkers.
You know,
over in the UK.
Let me ask you this, right? This is a serious question because you brought that up in a couple minutes, or I don't know how long we're going on this.
Yeah, we go whenever the fucking load.
My God, how many of them yellow jackets you had, bro? Gee, calm down. I'm drinking whiskey and I'm still clean over here.
I'm good.
So, all right, serious. This is a serious question. So, you know, we rib on all the demon talk, right? Do you think it's possible that the reason they're spitting this? All right, so here we go. My first theory is they're using the term demon because it gets attention, right?
It's clickbait.
It's clickbait. We all agree there.
Yeah.
The other thing I would like to, I'm curious about is, and I'm really leaning towards the Ghost Adventure one because I think it was last Halloween we got bored, the wife and I, and we actually turned on. I'm like, let's see what Ghost Adventure is all about and get some funny stuff. And I watched about 3/4, maybe half of an episode. And in that episode, I mean, it was like right off the bat talking about demons, but he was also like, you know, saying Christ compels you and almost preaching. And he had someone else that was kind of preaching and Christ says leave in Jesus' name. And I'm like, well, okay, if you're coming at this from a religious standpoint, and I do, all right, my view is not the same as most, I guess, kind of Christian, you know, outlooks. But if you're thinking that if someone dies, but listen, if you're thinking someone dies and they go to either heaven or hell, then are they saying demon because they think it cannot be a human spirit? You know what I'm saying? Like if Zach Bagan's belief is when you die, you either go to heaven or you go to hell.
Is that what you're
If
getting
you're
at?
dealing with a ghost, it has to be a demon. Is that what they're thinking?
I mean, are you getting at it? Is he a Catholic? Because that's what Catholics believe.
Right. That's what he's. Catholics think purgatory too, right? So I don't know if that's the same thing.
That we talked to was a demon.
Okay.
You know, I wonder if it's not so much of the locations he's going into, but does he got something with him that's just drawing that in constantly?
The demon thing?
Yeah, like maybe Zach Baggins needs to go get his chakras cleansed and stuff.
What's a chakra?
Get himself a line and
get himself cleansed.
Yeah. Hey, I do it occasionally.
Who saw that thing away? Oh,
and, like energy attracts like energy, you know.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
It's clickbait.
But again, and I'm not. Look, I definitely lean almost 100% to he's on TV. He's got to get ratings. You know, and he's got a producer saying, if you say demon, we'll get 500,000 people to watch this next weekend. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. And I think it's all, you know.
Here's the big thing. Think about this. What did advertisers always used to say? Sex sells, right?
Yeah.
You know, modern time. You think about the 80s. You want a guy to buy cigarettes, you want a guy to buy a car, you put a pretty girl, you know, on it. And
got me smoking.
Yeah, exactly. So when it comes to paranormal, people want to get scared, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
So if you say demons, people are going to be scared, and guess what? People are going to come by.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm with you.
David Brent's background is a Bible from the Benson Hammond from 1889.
Yep. That was a cool thing. Like, we actually all got to look through that.
Yeah. We got pictures on our Facebook.
Yeah.
It was a good time. But you know what else gets me is these channels that like to throw out the word skinwalker too.
I haven't heard this as much. Now, I don't get me wrong. I know I'm very well aware of skinwalkers.
Do you know what a skinwalker is?
The series.
No. A skinwalker is a Navajo. The nation of Navajo. One of their folklore things.
I thought it was a window.
Navajo.
Okay. Utah. Why are we whispering?
Because people are, well, I'm intoxicated.
Oh.
I'm trying to make a point too. They're only in Utah. However, people in the UK are saying that these skinwalkers are in their videos, right? People in Michigan are saying that these skinwalkers are in their videos. The Navajos never made it to Michigan, nor did they make it
so like
Australia.
Yeah. But there's weird, creepy things. Like things I've heard of skinwalkers is more like, you know, so they'll take the shape of something, right? And it could be a rabbit, it could be a deer, you know, it also will start talking, or it could be a shapeshifter. And if it gets your attention and you address it, come to it, maybe something bad happens. You never get that far. I never hear anything. But I mean, like the Appalachian Mountains have a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
All right, the Appalachian Mountains, Eastern Shore or Eastern Coast here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you hear something calling your name. That's the lore up there. If you hear something calling your name in the woods, you do not respond or go after it. But that has nothing to do with skinwalkers. That's just there's something in there. You know.
I think you're confusing skinwalkers with hillbillies when you refer to the Appalachian Mountains.
You sure do got to now.
I'm not going to say, hey, it's not possible, because we've gone to locations, we've gotten things that other people haven't gotten. Okay, I'm just saying I haven't seen it, therefore I'm not able to provide.
And I'm with you on that. I will say, all right, Jared. You can attest to this. We've had an experience in the Pasadena area. We were investigating behind a cemetery. All right. This is when we first got started. And we got first off, a picture, little photograph. We don't have it anymore, but it's this like swirling vortex red light. All right, like just spinning, and we had a mimicking spirit just kind of come through. We saw Cody, Jared, and I all saw these red lights moving through the woods right in front of us, like eyes, like this, and we got a spirit EVP that was mimicking my voice like 3 times. It was very interesting, and it didn't feel, honestly, like a human spirit. You agree, Jared?
I'm sorry. Riley Kate says the last 15 minutes are always the most drunk, but always the most entertaining.
That's why it's worth hanging in here.
Well, I'm glad you hung around for it, okay?
Yeah.
Now there's no cutoff time, so
Nope.
No cutoff tonight. So
except for I'm out. I filled this up with the last bit of whiskey I had, and it's
I have a warm beer right now because I don't have any cold ones, but I'm drinking it warm. I don't care.
There you go.
Connie, we are from Pasadena, Maryland, Benson, South Carolina, but
I'm
from Pasadena, a little drinking town just south of Baltimore.
There you go. Little drinking town, drinking and fishing, drinking and fishing, strip clubs. That's about what Pasadena has.
Ghost hunting. There's a lot of haunted locations around.
Yeah,
look for them. Some people can't do that either.
Yeah.
Some people can't do that either. They got to go to these $1,500 locations because they can't.
Look, I get the overpriced locations. You've got on TV, people want to soak up the money while you can.
Capitalism.
Rehab and everything. Great. Take advantage of it. People can afford it. Let them do it. But at the same time, I mean, there's a lot of small locations to get into. You talk to people who run it.
The thing is, I think there's 2 issues. A, people knowing about small locations, and B, people having the courage to actually go to a location and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. Would you be interested in letting us do this? And I'm not bashing anybody for that second part because I'm not one that's good at going up to a place and saying that. Thank God we have Jared because he's got balls of solid steel and he don't care. He just walks up.
Believe it or not, I'm an introvert. Big time. I mean, was it like the first investigation, Howard County, Brent? You know, like you're talking to me, I was kind of apprehensive about talking to you about some stuff. So, and how do you do it? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I can't tell you. I don't know.
I mean, the thing is you've got to get out there. You got to be willing to approach the locations if you want to get into it.
Yep.
And you also got to be respectful of the places. Don't trespass going into places. Get the permission to be there. Understand that they may have some things that limit them on what they can do. I know that there's a place locally that we could get in. Well, not that we could get into, but I would like to get into. The problem is I know they have restrictions, so it's not worth the time and effort to go into because they don't want the people above them knowing that letting people come in, even though they've had people before, because they're afraid that they'll lose funding because there's an older generation out there who does not like what we do.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
You know, and look, one of the wins we got this past week, you know, the older generation didn't like it, but the younger generation is like, hey, we want to do this. We know we can raise money for this location. But the older generation is like, nope, we don't need that.
And I think that's another one. We've talked about it before in one of our BTI episodes that was about this subject. And that is, if you go in with an interest in the location, not just about paranormal, but about the location with a hey, I love history and I want to understand what you got going on here. I think what your information will help me in what I'm trying to do, and I can help you guys in trying to uncover more things about the history here and who's here.
You know what?
And you make it a relationship with the living people that run that place, and that's what I'm saying. That's how you get in.
The best example, Benson Hammond house.
Exactly.
Look how great Jan's like, hey, I need help. Can you guys come help me?
Before that, with Andrea. I mean, that's how it started with Andrea. Jared went in there for a tour, paid for a tour, and just was like, hey, it feels odd up here. You ever feel anything?
You remember what Sean said at the town hall?
I wasn't at the town hall meeting.
Hey,
Got to jog my memory here.
remember he was up there and he said that any historical society that doesn't have an association with a legitimate paranormal investigation group is doing themselves a misjustice.
A disservice or something. Yeah.
Yep.
So if you guys, anybody listening, you have a historical society out there, go talk to them.
Tim Windsor, we will be in Newcastle, Delaware soon.
And look, I mean, if you don't have a paranormal group you work with, I mean, we
can work with us.
We are kind of full with a lot of things, but willing to travel. Just throwing it out there.
Ed, I'm going to give you some of these. I got us some cards.
You got cards? Did you really? Look at that. Whoa.
Nice.
They're upside down, but man, that's awesome.
We've got cards. Remember, I'm intoxicated, but we got cards now. So you can pass those out whenever you need to, whenever you want to. Even though we really don't need it.
Yeah.
Right now.
Like I said, your networking is pretty much taking off on its own.
I'm telling you that this week we got hit with everything. Like 4 or 5 different locations at once just was like,
yeah.
I was like, I don't have to do anything anymore.
Right.
I was like, this is great. This is what I've been asking for. I don't have to worry about fucking the scheduling anything.
Your hardest part now is like who's available and when, or more like who's not available when.
Now I feel like Aaron Boone, the Yankees manager. You know, when everybody's hurt, he's like, "Who's available over here?
Who's available right now? Get out of here."
Over here, Gleyber Torres, he sucks. Victor, you'll like this one. It's only going to be an us thing at the beginning, though. These people are very strict, and it's their first time, so we have to be gentle with them. So, all right, boys, you good?
Yeah.
We can carry it on a little bit longer if you want to.
I mean, I'm out of.
You're out of
fun juice. So
out of fun juice. All right. Well, thanks for coming. Have a great weekend. So for me,
for Brent
and Ed,
Pasadena Paranormal, we wish you adieu, and we will not let you walk into that darkness alone. Have a good weekend.
See y'all.